YouTube and Ravens fans, welcome. This Sunday, the 3-5 Baltimore Ravens will travel to Minnesota to take on the 4-4 Vikings, and what most consider to be an historic run by the Baltimore Ravens into the postseason. There are still a few games on the schedule that are cause for concern. This Sunday is a cause for concern for me. The main reason why is the Minnesota Vikings defensive coordinator Brian Flores. I remember a couple of years ago when Brian Flores was the Dolphins defensive coordinator, and he literally zero blitzed Lamar and Greg Roman leg offense to death, and they had no answer for it. I believe at the end of the day, the Baltimore Ravens only put up maybe 16 points that game, and it was tough sledding for Lamar Jackson in his homecoming in Miami that year. But this Sunday, I feel like it's the same beast. The Vikings blitz the most out of any team in the NFL. They do a very good job of getting the pressure. They have the guys up front. They have Andrew Van Ginkel, who is very, very, very dynamic and a turnover machine. And Lamar will have to be a quarterback this week from the shoulders above. He has to recognize the pre-snap coverage, realize who the blitzers are, and get the ball out as fast as he can, especially on third downs and especially in an environment like the Vikings, who have the horn at their home stadium and is known as one of the loudest stadiums in the NFL. Another major cause for concern on the defensive aspect is the defensive front for the Minnesota Vikings versus the interior of our offensive line. The interior of our offensive line is probably the weakest position group of our team. And this week, they'll have to go up against Javon Hargrave and Jonathan Allen. Oh my, you talk about a cause for concern like this is scary. Daniel Falele, Tyler Linderbaum, and Voorhees have to have the biggest game of the season. This game, blocking those guys up front, recognizing the blitz, communicating up front, and just making plays, man, doing what they haven't been doing all season. This is one of the few things that scare me this weekend with the Baltimore Ravens against the Minnesota Vikings. Let me know what you think in the comments.